Yeah.
Oh yeah, are you
Oh, I just
fucking
shit my pants.
shitting
Oh my
over there?
God.
I just shit my pants.
All right, are we recording? Y'all ready?
That's what you. Yeah.
There's the open. Me shitting my pants. That's great.
I'd fucking die.
I just shit my pants. Welcome to the second episode of our podcast.
That's it.
Holy
That's the opener.
I'm genuinely gonna leave that
Ridiculous.
in.
Oh my god.
Do it.
The first 5 seconds of this pod is just gonna be Elliot like.
Please.
That's hilarious.
How did we all meet, y'all? It's episode 2. How did we meet each other?
Oh, yeah, well,
Pretty much Card Party 2, right?
yeah, I met Misty and John at Card Party 2, and I thought John's name was Sean at first.
That's
Um,
funny. That's his brother's name.
Oh, really? That's crazy. But yeah, I was at the basketball courts, and you guys were like in the parking garage pretty much with the fences, and you're like in jail because Kleiner was like, "Oh my God, it's Pokey Bear."
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Or maybe was he standing with you guys, or was
He
he
was
on the
with us,
other?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Y'all had just come from the airport, right?
I don't know. Yes?
That was the
Yeah, I
first time
think
I
so.
met y'all as well, through that like little jail bar looking parking garage outside.
Yeah.
TBH, I don't even know like if I knew you guys before or like of you guys before Card Party. Because like
Yeah, I
I didn't
I
really
didn't know who
watch
you
much
were either.
YouTube. Because like I
Wait, you
pretty
didn't have
much
a YouTube
just
yet, did you?
no, I didn't. I started it after.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and I pretty much just watched Vert and some other people once in a while. Just because Vert and I were already friends, and I didn't really like I would watch a bunch of other stuff other than Pokemon, and then like once I started the tube, I just started pretty much just watching other creators and nothing else.
I would say though, it felt like we all got super, super close, definitely on the Jersey trip.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, I mean, almost being killed by Vert, yeah, I mean, that brings you close.
Yeah.
Well, I will say like, cause I didn't like really know you and John yet, and so
Mhm.
I always was like, I get hyper and stuff, and I was like, oh, these people are gonna hate me in this Jersey house. And then Pear ended up being like the freaking most chillest people ever. But I thought y'all were gonna hate me for being
Yeah.
like annoying. John just wakes
Us
up and
stimming.
spanks me like a baboon.
Thank God. Or how did we meet?
Elliot was upcharging me on CGC slabs.
What do you mean?
I'm just kidding. Elliot actually sauced me the
I was
deals.
scamming him.
So for the website at the time, I needed a bunch of CGs. Well, I just needed a bunch of slabs in general for the mystery slabs because they were popping off at that time. And I was buying like, bro, how much? It was like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, no, it was insane because this is my second year of college, and like I'm selling you like 50 slabs at a time, like every other week.
Yeah, I
I've never
know.
seen this kind of money coming that quick before. I'm like, what the hell is happening? I get like freaking 2 grand in a week, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, so
And then I just blew it on hookers and coke. No, I'm kidding. I just-
You
that
actually have a
There we go.
crazy slab collection, Elliot.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have a 3-part video out on that soon. I'm
Nice.
interested to see what the value's at right now, but we're at over 100 PSA 10s, so it's pretty sweet.
Damn.
And that's just for Pokemon.
how much is
You do
y'all's?
sports too. Sorry, go ahead.
How much do y'all know? Like the estimated value of your total collections?
Yeah, you
Um,
can guess.
I'm pocket. I'm pocket
I-
watching.
Kind of do.
Come on, spill the beans here, people.
It's quite a bit. Probably not as much as you, Vert.
Mine's
I'm pretty sure you've got.
I think mine's low because mine's all in like slabs right now.
Mine's between sealed and slabs.
Mine too. I'm mostly slabs though. I don't want to say a number because I don't know exactly, but I like have an estimate.
Come on, what's the estimate? Come on.
You
Come
gotta
on.
guess.
What's the number? I'd guess Elliot's is around 45.
I'd say that's pretty fair. I'd say, yeah, around there, maybe a little more.
I think mine's right around probably 30 right now.
Oh, yeah.
Ours is, yeah, right around 30 as well.
Bro, isn't that sick between the three of us? You think about that that's like
Oh,
damn near
shit.
$100,000 between the three. No, that's probably over, right?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yo,
Well,
Just
it's
in
crazy,
in
too.
Pokemon product.
we could just sell it all and
Yeah.
buy a house tomorrow.
That is
In
nuts.
this economy, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That's true.
And then everybody on YouTube will say, they're investor bros. They hate Pokemon.
Yeah. It's crazy though, because some of the older slabs that I was getting for super cheap, like even like black and white era full arts, those are like 5 times at what I bought them right now.
Yeah.
Like the Zek,
Shit's
like
been
the
going through
first
the
full
roof.
arts. It's insane. The first full arts were the black and white Zekrom and Reshiram. I have 2 of the Zekroms. One is shared with Andrew, and then one of the Reshirams, and we got those for like 250 a piece. And I recently saw that they sold for like 1,500 a piece.
God damn.
So it's
Damn.
disgusting. But I don't know because I don't know if that's like part of this big bubble that's happening right now, or if it's gonna stay. I feel like it'll stay pretty high, but I don't know if it'll stay at 1,500 right now. I could see more long term being up there.
Yeah.
I think everything's just
Especially after
inflated
these
right
other
now.
big sets drop and like everybody's kind of over the Scarlet Violet era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be super interesting to see like where the market and everything is by the time Card Party 3 comes around. And
Yeah.
True.
y'all, for this like channel, this podcast and stuff, we do have some really cool stuff planned to do at Card Party. And at that point,
hell yeah.
John
Yes.
will be on the Potter.
Yes, we'll have
Yes.
John Skis back.
I'm so excited for John to return, bro.
I know.
Me too.
Miss the man.
I do. We got all these big sets coming up. What are y'all most excited for? I'm gonna kill him.
I think I'm most excited for Team Rocket.
Yeah, I'd have to say Team Rocket as well.
Got him dead.
He discovered
Oh.
the sounds while you were gone.
Yeah.
He probably pre-planned that. He was waiting for the perfect moment.
All right, guys. So I think, wait, my favorite upcoming set. Honestly, yeah, I would say Team Rocket. That sounds pretty cool.
What is wrong with you, dude? Okay, if y'all could pick any,
I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
if y'all could pick any Pokemon to see in the set Rocket, what do you want to see?
I want to see Meowth.
Like a dark Electivire, I think that could be pretty sick. 'Cause we haven't really seen those Pokemon in like other forms. I think Melodic has some like Delta species stuff, but especially Electivire doesn't really have any other specialty cards. It's got level X, EX, all that stuff, but like
Oh,
just with
I'm-
another form, I guess. Yeah, I never really opened this set back in the day.
Dude, can I give
I
my
don't know if I
answer?
was allowed when it
Dude, what about
came
my
out.
answer?
No one cares about it.
What Pokemon do you want to see, Vert?
Nice. Yeah, well, dude, because y'all saw the trailer right at the very end when the R logo comes up, Mewtwo flies through it.
Yeah.
So I 100%.
Dude, another
I
like
think we're gonna.
test tuber would be
Yeah, I think we're
something
gonna
like the
get a
test
SIR.
tuber again. Drink of the day.
Nice.
We got we got some peach and honey tea right here with a little local honey inside as well.
Nice.
Oh, the local honey. Fancy.
Yeah.
Did you get any tea, Misty?
Yeah, I got some good old fashioned southern sweet tea.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Nice, nice.
Georgia,
What'd you got, Bert?
we got Four Loco.
Four Loco doesn't sound like tea.
I put a little splash of sweet tea in there.
Oh my! In the Four Loco, that's
Dude, it was
nasty.
tea night. You guys said tea. I'm not a big tea drinker.
That's not. That'd be Four Loco with tea, not tea with Four Loco.
Yeah. What about
You
this
deserve
whatnot
another
guy?
cricket, you little
Yeah, just looking at
freaking
you just
cockroach.
reminded me of the whatnot scammeroonies going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That
scam you, little
guy,
scammer.
that was bad.
It
Which
was.
guy?
Yeah, I know
Was
there's
this the
so
one
many
that
That
wrote on the
others.
code
migration.
card? I was asking if it was, we're talking about the guy who wrote on the energy card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of them.
You know,
Well, yeah, that is
there's
one
too
of them.
much.
Why is it
That
always
guy,
whatnot?
he what?
Why is it always whatnot?
Because they're
It's got to
because
be
they're
the
able
other
to get
ones
away with
too.
this shit, and nobody really seems to get in trouble for it. So people just keep doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's got to happen on the other platforms. Like, I didn't know that they were doing live streams and rip and ships on eBay, but I guess that's a thing now.
I didn't know
And
that.
like,
What?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
um, yeah, it's super weird when I found out. I don't like it. I don't like that thought. But also like
Yeah.
drip, I feel like you don't hear about them as much. I feel like they're just like more. They're not as established yet, so you're not going to hear as
Mm.
much. But whatnot, like almost everybody's on there. They market out the ass, which is annoying because every time I'm on YouTube, I just skip those annoying ass ads. But I mean, all the dumbasses just go go there to scam people. It seems like.
Well, even how Missy
Yeah.
was saying that like whatnot doesn't ever do anything. So like with this guy, I don't know if y'all saw this that wrote on the energy in the pack. They banned his account, but so he streams like he's an employee to an overall company, and like the company released a statement saying like, hey, these two guys aren't like they don't represent what we want to represent. But like still I feel like whatnot needs to do, they still hired these two people or this one dude. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like I don't know if they need to like ban the actual like company that has the streamers. Maybe they do an audit and just like kind of look
Yeah.
a little bit closer at the streamers that they do employ. But I wouldn't go immediately to banning this whole company
Well, I think I got
So
unless
I
my.
they
kind
can
of
go. Go ahead. Sorry.
You go ahead, Missy.
so I kind of wanted to give a little bit of a background to this guy that we're talking about in case if people don't know. So basically, he was opening packs that were purchased, and to me, like from my trained eye, I did not know that it was sealed, like resealed. It looked like it was fresh out
Yeah.
of a pack or case. And as he was going through it, he had an energy card on the back, like usual, and there was writing on that energy card. So clearly it was resealed. And it, it really irks me seeing shit like that, just knowing that
Yeah.
these guys are getting away with it. Because I guarantee that wasn't the first resealed pack that he had that day.
Definitely
Yeah.
not. That's what I was
Well,
saying in my
the thing
videos.
is,
Like,
like,
how many streams prior to this has this guy
Mhm.
done where he's been selling because he refunded that stream, but now it goes to show that he's been
Mhm.
knowing how to reseal packs for a long time.
Yeah,
And
so how
really
many
good.
years and shit that you were scamming people and then you just try to say, "Oh, I refunded you. You should think I'm like a genuine person." But
Well, he had
I think
two apologies that he put out, and they were different
and they
stories.
contradicted each other.
Yeah.
Completely, and he still
Like,
wasn't on, bro. Saying so his second most recent apology was that he resealed that pack to give it to a friend as a gag. Like, come on, bro.
No.
yeah, and then somehow it slipped into his pile of packs that he was selling.
I'm not
Saying
buying
Yeah.
that,
it
And who
at
puts a
all.
master ball in a gag pack?
Yeah.
yeah. And then he also, well, in the first one, he was saying that he didn't reseal it at all, and
Yeah.
he bought it from somebody who did reseal it, and then people
Yeah.
figured out that it was his handwriting, and then he sent another video, which you just explained, where he was saying it was just for a joke.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Which
Definitely.
right
even if it
there,
was for a joke, why didn't you say that immediately? Like, you should have said that immediately instead of lying and then contradicting yourself. I would have to assume he's banned, but
That's what I would
I
assume, but
guess
I
we'll
would
see.
hope so.
I saw him make a
Yeah,
statement that he's taking a break. So I don't know if Whatnot's done anything to him.
yeah, I have
I
no clue.
bet
That'd be
I
good.
bet they have, and he's just trying to make it seem like he didn't get in trouble, so he's taking a break.
Yeah, he wants to go out on his terms.
Well, apparently
Yeah,
you can still
exactly.
go to his Whatnot and stuff, but he's turned off all the comments.
Really?
He turned off all the comments on his Instagram too. That's why. Did y'all see my story the other day? I was like calling him out saying I want the interview.
Oh, so I just pulled up his Instagram and he deleted his initial statement.
Oh
where he
well,
said, yeah, that's actually crazy. And now he
that
just
makes
has the
sense.
video where he says it's a joke.
Shout out to Shoal Pokey. Do y'all know Shoal Pokey?
Yeah,
No.
Shoal's a goat.
She's does like vendors and stuff at shows. But she sent
Mm.
me a DM that she sent to him and was like, "You need to do the interview with Vert." And
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
she was like, if you want an ounce of my respect, do the interview. And I was like, fucking nice.
That would be crazy.
It is. It's I don't know. It's very interesting that it's like kind of the first big scam slash scandal we're seeing with Prismatic, but also with how Missy was saying that this guy's really good at resealing packs. How many other people out there are also good and just haven't, fucked up and wrote on their own energy card yet?
Right.
I've
And
actually
this,
seen quite a few people on Instagram showing themselves resealing packs for like kids or just random shit like that. And I'm just like, people are getting way too good at this.
Yeah.
yep,
It's scary even
yep.
how Alex was talking about like even the sound of it. Like it just sounded like a pack being opened like regular. And
Yep.
these are people like we all open packs, tons and tons of packs every single day, and we're still not able to like catch it at all. So the common collector, I mean, they would
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Just open your own packs, people.
And bro, the scariest part is that he has a following. So like, and I saw a comment from somebody. Oh God, where did I see this? I think it was somewhere on Instagram or something. But somebody said he was about to go full time with like doing this as a full-fledged business. I think that's out the window now, and I don't know, bro. Like I'm all for giving people second chances and whatnot, but like when it comes to something like this in the world of business, I don't think you deserve a second chance.
No. That's way too shady.
Yeah,
It is
especially with the first post and then contradicting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
it's just
that just ruined it for you.
it's a straight up lie, and then you completely understand this person's morals and what they're willing to do when it comes to business. And that's theft.
Yeah.
Straight up, that's theft.
Yeah. And to be willing to risk pretty much almost your entire career at that point. No, I'm not doing it.
It's crazy.
Unbelievable. I saw another one where this guy was opening Yu-Gi-Oh packs, and like he was using scissors to open the pack, so like you snip the top, pull them out of the top, but he was like fake cutting the top, and it wasn't even cutting the pack at all, and then he would just rip it open from the back and pull cards out. Like it was so
Yeah, I saw that
obvious
too.
that he was faking cutting them open and they were already open. Like it took no effort to open the pack.
I see
Yeah,
videos
it's
like that
messed up.
all the time where it's like nobody actually believes this, right? But then you go to the comment section and it's just like where do these people come from that are just like believe anything they see on the internet?
Yeah. Oh, it could be because they're new to collecting too, and they haven't seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Well, not even like
irks me.
I'm not even talking about just solely the world of like TCG stuff though. It like you'll see like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dumbest video ever. Like somebody could drop a TikTok and be like, if you pour a bottle of Windex in ice cream, then it makes it this amazing flavor. And then it's a new trend to like everybody's going out and eating it, and it's wild.
Yeah.
It's like the trend where people would pour boiling water on themselves or some shit like that. There was
That's y'all's
some,
generation, man.
yeah.
Did
So
y'all
brain rot.
did y'all ever do any of those like challenges slash trends?
I mean, I did like the
No.
ALS ice bucket challenge when I was in like elementary school, but
Elementary school. Oh my God.
Bro, what did you just say?
what do you mean?
How did
The
you
way you
What
said
do you-
elementary.
Elementary?
That's crazy.
That's insane, Elliot. I did the cinnamon one.
Oh my God.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
You did the one chip too. How was that?
Chip. I don't care what anybody says, bro. Chip was 20 million out of 10 bad, and I only took a nibble of that thing.
John ate one.
How did he think
He
about
looked like he was gonna die.
it? Yeah.
What?
The toilet hurts later too. Let me tell you.
Oh God, the poor porcelain.
Did y'all see Danny Phantom's recent video?
It
I did
did a
not.
little ranterton.
Little rant. Did you see Pokey NE's video?
Nope.
I watched part of it. I did not finish it.
So basically, they both got their numbers slash allocations from distribution. And well, Danny's came out first. So Danny was just complaining that he's not getting any numbers because, like, for one, you've got these local TCG shops, small shops that never want to sell Pokemon before or have only done sports
Mhm.
cards or this or that, and now they want a ton of numbers of Pokemon. Then you got big box stores like Dick's coming in who are now starting to sell Pokemon. And so Danny
That's crazy.
Phantom, who's been the seller forever, is now going to get less numbers.
And it
So,
sucks too
is there
because like
contracts?
Danny, I don't know. I was just gonna say, but it sucks that because Danny and I think Pokemon they sell them at like the MSRP super cheap just so people can get them. But now
Yeah.
they're not getting as much because people who own other shops are gonna get them and just upcharge the shit out of it.
Yeah.
What were you saying about
These local
contracts,
card
Misty?
stores are. So I was asking if they're like set up through a contract to get a certain amount per
I don't
purchase.
I don't think so. I'm pretty
No.
sure that the distro can literally just like wake up tomorrow and be like, "Hey Danny, we're going to send you one box of Journey together. Enjoy it."
Yeah, because you
So
pretty
that
much order. Oh, you can go.
I would say that makes me also question whether or not the distributor is purchasing it themselves because we already had that issue with Costco.
Oh,
Mm.
true.
Yeah, cuz even
So if you're saying they can set aside a specific a number for like say Danny Phantom or something, how do we know they're not giving him this number and then setting some aside for themselves as well?
oh, I see. I've never thought about
Yeah.
that. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I feel like some of these numbers are disappearing because of distributors themselves.
They could for sure. They could just be holding on to it and just dripping it out slowly so they can keep the price high.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But yeah, pretty
also
much for the distribution, they order that certain number of boxes and then they get allocated a small percent, and the percentage has just been going down for them.
it's also super interesting so like NE, he just dropped a video update and he was like, "Guys, I'm sorry, you're going to hate me, but I can't do that anymore because in the past, distro is always charged. So Pokemon gives the boxes to distro, and then distro will give it to like people like NE or Danny Phantom, and they pay around $95 per booster box. And so even so NE's plan right here is buy the booster box for $95, and then the market on these booster boxes is probably going to be like $200 to $250, but he made a promise to his people to sell at $134. But now NE is saying that distro can charge whatever the fuck they want. So now distro is charging NE to the point where he's not able to sell at MSRP. So now everybody's going to have to literally mark it up more.
So why are they allowing distro to set their own prices? Who gave that the go?
Well, as I
Apparently,
feel like as long, oh, you go.
sorry. No, I was just gonna quickly say, like, apparently NEU was saying that there is no agreement between them and Pokemon. Like, they can charge whatever they want.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
And it's like if there's demand from the people in the community, then there's gonna be demand for the stores like Any or Danny Phantom, and they're still gonna want to keep their business rolling, so they're still gonna have to buy boxes. But I mean, it will get to a point where I mean, there's gonna be like a willingness to pay where they're gonna charge the highest amount they can, and then it's just gonna they're gonna have to probably have to start pricing lower so that smaller stores can actually buy stuff and then sell it. But
I mean, that's
I bet,
inevitable. People are going to stop buying once things hit a certain price.
yeah, I think if they figure out that they have the power that they could charge pretty much whatever they want, it's gonna get bad for a little bit. I wouldn't see
Hmm.
it staying there for too long because I could see people just not buying anything.
Yeah.
And
I
then
mean,
there's gonna
I
be enough competition where people are just gonna start undercutting again.
This is something I kind of wanted to talk about last episode. So, what do you guys like? going off of that, what do you guys think about people saying that they're going to take a step back from the hobby until all this shit's over with?
Kind of sucks because it's gonna be a while with the next sets and the 30th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it too. But like, so it's like I don't want to see people leave the hobby, but at the same time, like
Yeah.
I'm low key doing the same thing because I haven't been. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but like if you go back and look at my past like 12 to 15 uploads, I'm not opening products anymore because it's too damn expensive.
Yeah.
Well, y'all were saying that people would stop buying at a point, but like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just because like if Danny's only getting 100 numbers and he knows he could sell 100 boxes, even if distro starts charging a lot more, like that's his business, so he will have to continue to buy all 100 boxes.
Yeah, but if
Mm,
then
shit.
people can't afford those boxes because distro is charging so much, then it's gonna drop.
Yeah, I mean
I
that's
think
what you would.
you're still gonna have that handful of people that are going to buy it no matter what price it's at,
Yeah.
but you're gonna lose a lot of the people that are in the hobby.
Yeah. Which then that's gonna have that peak and then people will just like the distro will start undercutting each other to sell back to the stores.
Yeah, yep.
Misty, what were you saying the other day about Pokemon Center changing the way they're going to be like selling stuff?
Waiting on your computer to be able to purchase something.
Yeah. Did they put purchase limits as well?
I do. Yeah, I think so, I think they did. Yeah.
But they've always had purchase
No.
limits though, right?
I
I
think
don't
so, but
know.
It used to be
well, I think
4,
with
and
the
as of
like
recent it's 2, I think, for ETBs and booster boxes and stuff.
Mm.
I don't remember there being. I know there was a limit for like the Pokemon Center exclusive, like ETB. I don't know if
Oh.
there was one for like booster boxes.
I actually don't know that either. That would be very surprising if they started. Bro, at this point, I
So
mean,
this is
honestly, demand is so much higher than supply. Like I genuinely think
Yeah.
it should be one per person.
well, I mean, if they just
I
so this
think
is what
too.
is the difficult question because they can just print the shit out of it, which will tank the value, which it'll bring more people in, but like for
Yeah.
the investor bros, it's not good. Um, but they could just print to demand. I mean, they
Well, they're
should have.
trying to,
Uh,
but they legitimately, I don't think they can.
Plus, yeah, I mean, it's hard because they also have all the other sets coming out and all the other new products for those sets.
Dude, that's the thing. We touched on it a little bit in the first episode. But it's like if they release that statement talking about they're gonna, print prismatic out the ass, and I mean that could take months and months, and by that point, like Team Rocket is here, so then they're just gonna be behind on Team Rocket. Like they're just gonna keep getting backed
Yeah,
up on trying to print everything.
yeah,
Sounds
it's
like they need
there's
to get
definitely a
more warehouses and fucking get more shit out at once.
Yeah,
yeah.
literally.
I did see that they like bought like another printing company too, but they're still behind.
Yeah, that's gonna take a while
Which
to probably get set up
I'm
too.
I'm interested to see like how slabs are gonna do after this. Like if they're printing like so it could go either way. They could be insanely expensive or like insanely cheap for the PSA 10s. Because if they print the shit out of it, maybe you can get more 10s, but if they're rushing the printing, then the printing quality could be very bad. So it could make the populations and gem rates super low. But I'm just
With
interested to
prismatic,
see how that plays out.
it's already shit.
Yeah.
I think that's the
I've seen a
next.
lot of ungradable cards. What?
I think that's like the next boom we end up
And
seeing.
we're already kind of seeing that with the illustration rares. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Magikarp is a tens at like 1500. The Galarian Paldean Wooper from Paldea Evolved. It's got a super low gem rate, super low population as a 10. That's $500. And there's other
I've
ones
never
that are just
seen I've never seen
insane.
this crazy of a jump in
Yeah.
graded cards.
And like I sold the Houndoom from Shrouded Fable to Starman. I think I think you guys know
Shitty
Starman.
set.
The goat.
Starman, great guy.
Um,
Shrouded, shitty set.
Okay, do you think the Houndoom's bad though?
No, Houndoom's
Okay,
that's good.
thanks. Anyways, I
Pretty good.
sold it to him for like I think $120. 2 weeks later, it's at $280. It's
Damn, he
insane
Damn.
how
finessed
quick it,
you.
yeah. I know. I had that in my
Damn,
save too,
doubled
and I
in
was like, I'm not gonna
price.
sell this. This thing's sick. Yeah,
Over doubled
or
in
double.
price.
Does anybody know what Magikarp is at right now? Because I sold one of those like 2 weeks ago at 200 raw.
Or just raw. I think probably. I don't know. I saw the 10 go for 1,500. I can
That's
look it up.
crazy.
What?
That's the English one though, correct?
English, yes.
Okay. I think we have a graded Japanese, but I don't think it's anywhere near as expensive as that one.
What do y'all think about I do want to circle back around to the shrouded conversation. But
In like
what do y'all
200.
Oh, it's still around 200 for the Magi?
One sold yesterday for 565 though.
Raw?
Raw.
Raw?
Yeah,
Oh my
raw.
god.
But the majority are like selling in the 200s. Wait, these could be Japanese though.
I actually just
No, they're English.
listed like probably 200 of my singles on TCG Player. I mean, bro, it's a boom. Like if I want these cards back later, I'll just buy them at a cheaper price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to figure that out. Well, like even going back to the printing quality, I've opened more like Scarlet Violet than any era in my life, and probably
It's the
5% of
only
the
one you
cards
were
I pulled
alive
aren't
for.
graded. Yeah, I'm not ancient. Like 5% of these cards are actually gradable that I pulled.
Yeah. Yeah, which the
See?
PSA
Only
cuz
5%?
Like I was looking through like a huge stack of cards, like probably this big, pretty big, and like probably like this many were gradable.
I
Wow.
still think this
Yeah, I
many's
haven't
kind
really
of
pulled
big.
anything big. What's
What?
pretty big?
I thought this many was kind of big.
Yeah, I'm just messing up the standard here.
What do y'all think about illustration rares always like even before the boom, illustration rares like the so before the boom, Tyranitar from Paldea Evolved was like $28, but then you can go back to the
Mhm.
Sword and Shield era, and why did trainer galleries, textured trainer galleries, why did they never get the same love?
Um, I
Like it's the
think
weirdest
I
thing
think
to me.
in my opinion, I would say the the artworks are better, I would say, for the illustration rares,
Well,
and
now
they
that
do have the gray border, which does look better with the cards in
well,
general than the
eh,
yellow.
yeah, nah, incorrect opinion, but we appreciate the opinion. What do
Yeah,
you?
but also it goes, I think the card quality too. I think
Yeah.
uh, Sword and Shield had some pretty good printing quality, but I don't know about
Well,
Scarlet
it was
Violet.
like that. The Pikachu V trainer gallery from Lost Origin is textured and is absolutely stunning. Like I genuinely think that's
Mhm.
great artwork. It's a fan favorite Pokemon Pikachu. It's got the texture, and yet for the longest time, it just recently went up. I think it's at like 40 or 50 now raw. But for the longest time, that card was like $25. Like how the hell is that card cheaper than untextured Tyranitar from Paldea?
It could lead to just Scarlet Violet being the new thing, and the hype being around the illustration rares.
I kind of agree with you too about the gray borders though too, like seeming more sleek. Even though I really love the nostalgia of the yellow
Mhm.
borders, I do think the gray borders are better.
Correct
I
opinion,
I
think
think
Misty.
that
that plays a part in it.
I just
I agree. Yeah, like at the Crown Zenith when you have the like trainer galleries or whatever they are in there, they're like the amazing artworks. But I think the Japanese ones are so much better just because of that gray border. It's I think it's just more neutral for those like crazy arts to fit into.
what do y'all
Yeah,
think about the rainbow borders on the Terrestrialized SIRs?
I
I
like
like
it.
it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I don't like the crowns too much,
Nice.
but
No, I don't like
You
the
don't like
crowns.
what?
like
The
the
crowns.
crowns on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like that either.
My biggest pet peeve on like big artworks like that is when they super zoom into the Pokemon's face and you can't really see it.
I sort of agree with that, but like also with the Ceruledge SIR, there's so much going on you can't even tell where the Pokemon is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of what they did with the Greninja as well from Twilight.
I
Wasn't a
hate
big
the
fan
Yeah.
of the
Greninja.
Greninja
I
because it
hate
just
that card. That
you
card
can't
is
see
We just
anything in the
it's
artwork.
so buns.
we just got to realize how lucky we are to have these sets because was looking back at Vivid Voltage and like the best cards they had were those just shit ass rainbow rares and the best card was the like rainbow Pikachu VMAX. They didn't have
Hmm.
like the illustration rares or the alt arts.
That is true. We are at a crazy time for artworks. What are some of y'all's
Yeah,
Yeah.
favorite artworks from the entire Scarlet Violet era right now?
there's so many. If we're going
Yeah.
SIR, I think the melodic is so beautiful.
That's a banger. That's a banger. Can't even
I'm
lie.
trying to think. There's so many that I like. I really like the cards
Mhm.
that give off like the dark vibes. Like you were saying earlier, the Houndoom. That is a
That
badass
one's
card.
so sick.
Yeah.
I really
I'm trying to
like
think.
the Iona from Paldea Evolve. Oh, easy. The Gardevoir from Paldean Fates. Beauty.
It's a beauty. I still haven't seen that in person though.
Oh my god. That's
No.
probably my number one card from this era so far.
I wanna open some more Paldean Fates. I haven't really opened it much.
The SIRs in that set are good. I even think like
Yeah.
some of the trainers
Yeah.
that are like 15, $20, like some of the trainer cards were really good. Like the Clive is so different. It's cool.
Yeah. It's
Or
almost like that Clobopus art rare.
yes.
It's like cartoony. Those are
Yeah.
pretty cool. I like that
Yes.
style.
Yeah, I do too.
But like everything in Shrouded Fable just ass.
Have you guys seen anything from Battle Partners yet, which is going to be Journey Together?
I have. I did a little set review on it. I think it's a good set. It's a small set, but I think it's
Yeah.
good.
I
I
haven't
think
seen
I'm going to
anything.
like the art from this a lot from Journey Together.
I'm gonna say I like it more than Prismatic.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it's better. If okay, my hot take with that, if we never had Evolving Skies, then I might like Prismatic better than Journey. But it's just
Eh.
like
Mm.
it's because I can look at all these evolution cards and I can't not compare it to Evo Skies, so it just
Yeah.
Yeah.
decreases like how much I like them.
I really wish they would have done something different with each evolution. They all just look the same, just a different
Yeah.
color.
Yeah, it's too like blocky, crystally for me. I don't like there's no really story in the cards. Where in
Yeah.
Evo Skies, all of the cards, there's a story.
Yep.
Do y'all think that Shrouded Fable should be going up the way it is right now?
No.
No, I don't think any of the sets should though.
Okay, but like Shrouded's kind of a very rare, uncommon. I don't think anybody expected this, but I think half the reason it's going up is because people are going into Walmarts and Targets, and that's literally the only thing
Yep.
you can find.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
And Elliot buys it
I
every
thought
time.
I was gonna like the
I
set.
do.
What?
He said I
Elliot,
buy it every time, which I do. I think it's a good set. I don't know. I don't think it's the greatest. It doesn't have the best SIRs, but I like the illustration rares from it.
bro, what do you give that set out of
I
10?
Out of 10, it's a passing grade.
What?
nah. It's like a
Thank you,
3.
Misty. Thank
The
you.
illustration rares, though,
A
the
passing
illustration
grade is
rares are
a
so
7
good.
out of 10, brother.
Passing grade would be a 6 out of 10.
Wait, really?
But
60's failing here.
yeah. Huh.
Really?
Yeah, I swear.
You're in the South, bro.
Yeah.
With a
Freaking
beanie on.
bimbo.
Yeah, I also give that set like a solid 3.
I thought I was gonna like it. Like all the hype surrounding it before it came out, and like getting to see some of the artworks before it came out, and getting to see like what the ETBs look like and all that shit. I was really excited for it, and then got it in hand, and just it didn't
Do
like add up.
you think that's because of the pull rates and you pull so many of the same cards that it just gets old?
I mean that's definitely a possibility. But I've been feeling that with a lot of the new sets though too.
Really?
Obsidian was definitely
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Shrouded is like every set, every single set always has some good cards that I like. Like,
Right.
but just as an overall, like the SIRs, bro, trash. Like, and I'm an SIR chaser slash collector. And those, oh God, dude, you know the
Yeah.
SIRs were
No, that's
horrific.
fair. I guess I should put more weight on the SIRs. But dude, the promos are so good. I don't know why they didn't just put those in the set.
Promos were beauties, absolute beauties.
I
Honestly,
like the ETB promo.
that the Greninja promo from the Shrouded box, that Greninja is like 1,000,000 times better than the Twilight Greninja in my opinion.
Yeah, that thing's badass.
Yeah,
And
not a
dude,
big
the
fan of that.
Kingdra is so sick.
Yeah,
The Kingdra's awesome. I
Kingdra
don't like
looks
the
good.
Greninja.
You don't like the Greninja, really?
No, actually isn't the Greninja more valuable than the Kingdra right now?
Yeah, it
I think they're
definitely
pretty
is.
I
close.
think it
You
is.
think so?
I think probably about like $5 or $10. I actually checked the Greninja the other day, and I think it was sitting at like $38
Oh, damn.
Damn.
for a promo.
Shit. Whoa, I'm putting
Yeah.
those into my binder for that new series. That shit's gonna get juicy as hell.
Shrouded Fable.
So I just farted.
I hate you. I hate him.
Jesus.
Shrouded Fable is like commonly, I think most commonly known as, the battle styles Rebel Clash of this era right now. Do y'all
Yeah.
think? So we know about all the hot sets that are coming out on this generational run by Pokemon, like Team Rocket, Black and White, Journey Together, all these. And then what do y'all think happens for these last few sets we get? Do you think they're all going to be banger sets, or do you think we get like another Shrouded Fable?
I mean, I could see it happening. When does Scarlet Violet end? Like, are we halfway through? Like, we got 2 more years left or something like that? Or is it further than that?
No, I think it's soon now, bro. Like I think
Oh,
Yeah,
after
really?
I think so
Black
too.
and White, I think we will only get like 3 to 4 more sets after that.
That's
Oh,
what I
so
was
like
thinking
maybe
as well.
one more. Okay, interesting. Me
Seeing
too.
battle partners and what Journey Together is going to look like, I really think they're going to do good with Team Rocket and the Black and White.
I think so too, but since we have these thoughts and we're like, oh, this is gonna be an amazing set, we could get disappointed.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. On the opposing
I
side
didn't.
of, did you want to go, Missy?
No, go ahead.
Like on the opposing side of like y'all said, we might get like one more, I guess like kind of crappy set. Like if we look at the end of Sword and Shield, it kind of started around Brilliant Stars, and the sets just started ramping up and up and up. Like we got trainer
Yeah.
galleries, and it was like Evo Skies came in, and then they ended off with Crown Zenith, and like historically, Pokemon always ends off an era with a banger ass set. So especially like it's the same thing historically of like they added the trainer gallery at the end of Sword and Shield, and shit was just getting better and better. And like now we're getting to the end of Scarlet Violet, and they're throwing in owners Pokemon, and so I just think it's gonna be the same thing at the end of like we get cooler stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah, I would too.
Can y'all hear Trixie? I'm sorry.
Yeah, a little bit.
Let me take her outside real quick. I'll be right back.
So, with the sets getting better, hopefully, do you think there's going to be something better than the Umbreon?
I'd hope so because that card's trash. But like actually, I think there could be. Like, I think that Lily could do really good from Journey Together. I don't know if it'll get to that level. But maybe like from something from Team Rocket could go crazy.
So I don't think Lily will even get close to Umbreon. And I personally don't think ever in English do we see a trainer go that crazy, because I feel like the waifu thing is very big in the like Japanese world,
Mm-hmm.
and with English it's always been more Pokemon. But like to answer, will there be something bigger than Umbreon? God, it's so hard to say. I mean, I'd love to see the Umbreon get taken down. I think the only set right now that would have a chance to do it is going to be Rocket, because
Yeah.
we're in this boom, and like everybody's gonna want Rocket and nobody's gonna be able to get it. Here's my hot take. Y'all ready for this? If we get a banger Mewtwo SIR, I think there's a chance. But I still even feel like it's small.
Mewtwo so bad.
I feel like even that small, still even from a banger set, Umbreon is just so hyped right now.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
If there was going to be a Pokemon to outdo Umbreon, I do agree. I think Mewtwo would be like up there.
So for the 30th anniversary, are we gonna see another? This is kind of similar, but are we gonna see like another 151 set? I hope they don't do that. Like I know it's the anniversary, but like we just had 151, and I feel like we're
Yeah.
getting a little like 151 fatigued. But I mean, if they do something like that and they have a Charizard SIR, I could see it doing pretty well. I don't know if it would beat the Umbreon though. I think people are just tired of it by now.
Yeah, I agree too. The 151 hype is over, and if they try to do anything similar, I don't think people are going to pick up on it as much as they did with 151.
Yeah, it's
And I also think that Charizard was shit. I think the Blasty had it in 151.
agreed. Blastoise was the best one.
I think So I love Blastoise. One of my favorite Pokemon. The Venusaur card was one of my favorites, or my favorite out of the big three.
I see a lot of people say that, dude. I did not like. I don't dislike the Venusaur, but I did not like it either.
No, that's fair. No, the Blastoise is phenomenal.
I mean,
I think the Venusaur was one.
Sorry, Missy.
I think the Venusaur is one of the cards that like the Pokemon kind of just gets like pushed to the bit. Like there's too much going on.
Get lost.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
it gets lost.
My two favorite cards in that set for sure were Zapdos and Alakazam.
Oh my god, this Zapdos card's so fucking good.
Yes, it is.
Weird flex.
Begs the question. Yo, can I say something?
Yeah, go.
We haven't seen an Articuno or a Moltres
Ooh.
SIR. I think we get a Rockets Moltres in
Oh!
the Rocket set.
Yeah, you're kind of cooking. I bet we do.
Isn't there an Articunos in
Illustration
together?
rare.
Okay.
Yeah, no SIR though. But I could
Yep.
see the Moltres because I think that would like pull the nostalgia because I'm pretty sure there's a Rockets Moltres already. So you're gonna be tugging on those heartstrings.
Yeah, I could see that. Do y'all think in
John's
the
a
Rocket?
big fan of the birds.
I like the birds as well, and the
Yeah,
and
birds
the
are badass.
dogs. We got to see more with the dogs.
The dogs, come on, dogs, talk to me.
Dogs. Guys, should we end the pod?
In the pod.
All right, let's go get fucking drunk.
Ridiculous.